If you're a soccer football player, these are stretches that would help you gain flexibility, improve your match fitness, and recover better. Make sure you're grabbing a little bit over your ankles, then hold for 15 seconds. You should feel this in your hamstrings and the upper part of your calves. Feel free to pause anytime to match the timing. As you reach for your toes, you should feel a tighter pull in your hamstrings and not your lower back. Then hold for 15 seconds. You want to make sure your knees are not bent. While in that same posture, move into a V shape with your arms. Push your back heel towards touching the floor to feel that pull on your calves. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds depending on how tight your calves feel. You want to make sure you get the right position with your hands and feet to make it easier to dive in between your arms. Push down to keep your lower back long, then hold. Breathe in and breathe out. You want to feel this in your lower back and not your glutes. Switch sides and do the same thing to target the left side of your lower back. Hold for 15 seconds. If you feel a sharp pain, ease off the stretch a little bit and keep breathing. Same thing on the other side and hold for 15 seconds. Make sure you only feel a pull at the right side of your lower back. Sequential stretches like this makes it easy for you to recall the positions. Now take your left foot and position it in front of your body. Lean forward to put weight on the left side of your body. You want to feel this on the left side of your hip flexors and not your groin. Now hold for 15 seconds. Switch sides and do the same thing on the other leg. Remember to breathe and relax your back. This is a dynamic stretch that focuses. This is a dynamic stretch that targets your back. Breathe in while arcing your back and breathe out while making your back long. You want to keep doing that for 5 to 10 repetitions. This dynamic stretch targets your hip flexors. You want to gently move your hips in a circular motion in order to target each part of your hip flexors. Do 10 repetitions on each leg. Reset and shake it out. Switch sides and do the same thing on the other leg. we're going to switch back to the other side as we still focus on dynamic stretching. Once you straighten your leg, make sure your knees are not bent. You should feel this in your hamstrings and not your hip flexors. Do 5 reps on each leg. Now switch to the other side. Relax your shoulders and control your position. Dynamic stretches are actually the best type of stretches you should do before games because they warm up your muscles and it makes your body get ready for those motions you actually put in games. Now you pretty much just want to sit for 30 seconds on your foot and focus on putting your weight on your back foot. As a soccer player, one of the most important part of your body you use is your forefoot. And this focuses on stretching your forefeet. Now move back into the dog position. Take your right hand in between your left side of your body and hold for 15 seconds. You want to feel this at the top right side of your shoulders. Now switch sides and do the same thing. Make sure your hand is straight and not touching the floor. And remember to take deep breaths. Some of these stretches can feel a bit intense, so remember to reset and breathe before taking the next position. Make sure your body is in between your left and right leg while assuming this position, then hold for 30 seconds. This targets your ankles and your shoulders. Now reset and breathe while you move into your next position. Right leg forward, left leg down, then lean forward. You should feel this in your hip flexors and not your hamstrings. Hold for 20 seconds, then switch. You can also move in a back and forth motion if you want to get more out of this position. Now switch to your left side and hold for 20 seconds. With your outer left leg placed down on the mat and your inner right leg placed down on the mat, put your both hands in front of your body. Focus on moving both legs without moving the upper part of your body. You should feel this in the left and right side of your hip flexors and not your back. Ten reps in total. Put your both legs forward. Place your left hand on your right hand, then hold your feet for 30 seconds. You want to feel this in your quads, hamstring, and lower back. Make sure you're pushing your waist to reach for your foot and not bending your back. Now switch to your left side and hold for 30 seconds. Relax your shoulders and take deep breaths. Next, we're going into a static stretch that will target your quads. Static stretches are perfect after games because it increases blood flow, which promotes recovery. Now hold for 30 seconds. You should feel the pull in your quads and hamstrings, but not your back. Make sure the back of your knee is flat on the mat. If you feel a slight pain, feel free to ease the stretch. Now, cross over both legs to the center of your body while in a sitting position. Hold for 30 seconds. This targets your hip flexors and not your back. Remember to breathe in and breathe out while in this pose. Feel free to use both of your elbows to push down the side of your knee in order to put more pressure on your hip flexors. Up next, we're going over dynamic stretches that would sequentially target every part of your leg, one at a time. Once you've got yourself flat on the mat, pick your left foot toward your upper body, then rotate your ankles clockwise 10 times. As you rotate, you would feel the pull in your calves and the muscles around them. Now rotate your ankles anti-clockwise 10 times. Relax your upper body and make sure your right foot is placed down on the mat at all times. Now use your two hands and grab a hold of your hamstrings. Straighten your leg, hold for a second, then pull it back down. Do this 10 times on each leg. You should feel this in your hamstrings and your quads, but not your back. Now take your left leg across the right side of your body, laying your knee on the floor. Hold for 15 seconds. Make sure the upper part of your body is not completely turned towards your right side. You should feel this in your lower back and your glutes. Now switch sides and do the same sequence on your right leg. Don't forget to rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise 10 times. Next stretch. And we're doing 10 times for this side as well. While doing this, if you feel pain in your hamstrings rather than a pull, ease off the stretch. Take deep breaths and do the next stretch. Hold for 15 seconds. With this view, you can clearly see how I assume my position. Making sure the right side of my body is facing upward and my right leg is crossed over the left side of my body and placed flat on the floor. Up next is our last stretch. It's just something I like to do to target my whole back and to end the exercise. Push up your body with your both hands and both legs flat on the mat, then hold for 15 seconds. And that's it, guys. If you want longevity and improved performance on the pitch, do this at least 3 to 4 times a week. And if you like this video, don't forget to be generous and drop a like and subscribe to this channel. Zito's out. Thanks for watching.